YouTube.
Hi, we're live.
God damn it! I did it again
every time.
No, that's not true. Last time I watched the tapes. Last time I was. Huh. I watched the tapes. I was on time with turning off the sound of my YouTube. So, haha.
Huzzah, huzzah.
Oh, you know what? Happy New Year.
Happy. Oh, who
it.
didn't mute? It was Steven.
It's your first time. We forgive you. I'm a habitual offender.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 32sdays. We have tonight our friend Steven.
How's it going?
Hi.
We're going to pour up. We're going to
pour it up.
And talk Pootie Tang.
Let's do it. What y'all pouring on?
I am pouring water my ass. I am pouring.
I am.
Dragon Stout Fire into a big frosty mug.
You see what had happened was
I'm on the red wine.
Ooh,
classy.
Cheers to you. I love it.
Pinky.
Yeah, today I'm water. The long COVID has come back for me, so sorry.
I even have a backup beer next to me just in case.
That's how you got to roll.
Excellent.
You know, when we do it, you got to keep the box of wine on the floor right next to you.
I know my kids don't take good instructions, so they won't bring me a beer yet. I also lock them in their room.
Wink, wink.
Be kind of hard to get the beer now.
They have not yet been trained for this.
Well, the big one can get out. It's not like a fire hazard or anything. Don't call CPS.
I won't.
All right. Do either of you remember the first time you watched Pootie Tang?
Can I just go real quick?
You can go.
I feel like I had to premise and explain myself.
Oh, yes.
In our captions, I wrote that this movie was a hate it or love it movie because the first time I saw it, I didn't like it. I won't say that I hated it. I didn't like it. And I think there's two reasons for this because I think I saw it twice. The first reason was that I saw it in German and that shit did not translate. Yeah, I grew up in Germany. I don't know if you knew that about me, Stephen. And the second reason was that I had lived my entire life almost in Germany. So I didn't have the cultural vocabulary necessary to understand why this movie was funny. I just didn't. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, you couldn't have it.
Yeah. Saute does not translate in those things. It's like I understood what they were trying to do, but I didn't have the cultural reference to be able to find it funny. But after we spoke that night, I came home and I put it on and I laughed my ass off. So, opinion revised.
Good. You've come around. How old were you when you saw it first?
I was in my early 20s.
I don't remember. What year did that come out?
2000. I knew this. I knew this.
Yeah, early 2000s.
I thought it was like
2001.
I knew this. 2001. I was gonna say 2001.
Oh,
I didn't see it until like 2007 or so.
Shiza, I forgot my notes. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I
don't even know where I put
and I saw that at the movies.
Okay.
I remember all that. It was funny. I got all that.
I don't remember ever hearing about it. I think I was hanging out with like Igmar and he had it on DVD or something. And so I just watched it, just threw it on. I don't remember anything about it before that.
I don't remember it. I don't even remember it coming out. I just remember watching it and it just being just real funny. And I'm pretty sure I saw it with my cousin, probably my brother too, but it was hilarious. The whole.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, because none of it was. I like that type of humor where it's like it doesn't have to really make sense. It can be like Naked Gun type stuff. Like that's funny.
Right. Yeah,
everything in the movie. That's my kind of movie.
It's goofy and like it knows it's goofy and it makes fun of itself.
Yeah. I do love self-aware movies. I think that's why when we did the Black History Month stream last year with all those movies, that it was just like, oh.
Yeah, we did I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, which is like one of my favorite satires.
Yeah. And then we followed at the end, we were like, no, but let's do Don't Be a Menace too. So
I love that. Both of those. But I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is the first movie where I like screamed, laughed. That's the first time I like when this toad got real big.
Yeah.
I was screaming, laughing. That's the first time, and that's the first movie that I saw like when people could be real goofy, like how they had like the stunt doubles, and then you could see
the mustache,
all that. Yeah, so I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. So I was always looking for those type of movies after I saw I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So Pootie Tang is right in there.
It really is.
For me.
If you haven't guessed, I really loved Biggie Shorty.
Yeah.
Biggie Shorty.
Biggie Shorty was like my favorite person just because she just stood outside with her headphones on, just like shaking ass. And I just thought that was so funny with her terrible wigs and her exclusive parties.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You gonna be inside a bed with me one day." I'm like, "Oh my God, Biggie Shorty."
Yeah.
It was Crush on You, Lil' Kim to me. That's all
right. And like, especially throughout the whole thing where her wigs are always changing colors. You know what's funny is that even though like it wasn't until a couple months ago when I actually watched this movie again, but I do remember the name Biggie Shorty all the time. And I don't think I realized that this was the movie that it was from. Like that's how disjointed my references were. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, love her.
Why do you think they named it Biggie Shorty though? I had my theories.
What's your theory?
Because I looked at her as Crush on You, Lil' Kim, and she was Biggie Shorty.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's a solid tinfoil hat.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm
my other favorite, who I suppose I could have dressed as, but I would have had to vacuum. Dirty D. I love Dirty D.
Dirty D is one of the best characters ever.
I love Dirty D. May that actor rest in peace. He passed away, I think, last year.
I think so too. Yeah, I almost just like threw my braids up into like a discombobulation and like was gonna throw just like brown makeup all over my face and go look dirty and then jump on. But you know, I can't live that down. We did that for Halloween.
I think he played that role very well. Like he was really acting. You know, that was excellent. The way he pulled that shit out, that was funny.
The funny thing about this movie that I forget, I think every time I watch it, is that the entire movie is the clip that he's showing on the podcast.
Yes, yeah,
that's a long
time. You forget, like that was not.
I forget every single time when I watch it from the beginning. I forget that he's like, all right, let's watch the clip.
And you know what's funny?
Entire movie
is that he brings Biggie Shorty on, and you kind of remember, and then you forget again.
Yeah, because it goes right back to the clip, which is the movie, which is crazy. That's why I love it. So I'm doing my top 3 now. Irene. I loved Irene. How does she hold that face?
Oh my God, like, the face.
So the scene where she
only maybe like one side of the
lip. When she's aggressively dry humping Truckee in the garage.
Oh my God.
There's this like brief moment where you can see on her face that she's about to laugh and like break character. Yes. And I look for it every time because I think it's so funny. And I love that she's just, just like going for it. I should have dressed as Irene and got like a big feathered hat.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That was hilarious.
Just like every time you saw her, there was more feathers.
By the time she got Pootie on the bed and was signing the paper, like he was face down.
He's face down, his hair was all messed up, but like they were also fully clothed.
Yeah. It's like that's why I love the movie, because it's just
it doesn't make sense.
Imagine what happened for yourself.
It's like just like the hero's journey, but just flipped on its head and just like insert with so much ridiculous and whimsy.
One thing that's like super cringe in the beginning when they talk about Pootie as a kid and you see like the woman like yelling Pootie don't go and all this stuff. I was like, man, can you imagine if they gender swap that? That would be horrible.
That'd be funny.
I was like, oh my God, that is really
it wouldn't have worked.
It is. I thought it was super. I mean, cringe I think is the right word. It made me uncomfortable all 3 times that I watched it.
Really?
Yes.
FaZe is just joined, so I'm gonna add him to the stage.
Aww. Look at
Phase
that.
one, all
The
black.
world wonder.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, and the don't stop. What's good, y'all?
What
Hi,
up,
Phase.
Phase?
I'm chilling, baby. And
Phase.
Steven. Can't call
This
you
is
baby, you know what I'm
Steven.
saying? But what's
Oh
good,
man,
baby?
This is Phase.
what's up, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm good. Word.
We got to know if you mean to be incognito. Is this on purpose? Because we can't see you.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's try to fix that.
Yes, let's see that handsome face.
Phase one.
Bless.
Phase
Don't make
one.
me bless.
I am already more than halfway through this. What time is
You
it?
better slow down. We're on the stream
Okay.
10 minutes.
Put my hands in my pockets.
She's like, you know what? Let me drink this 1% per minute that we're on.
I got 4 more. Hi, Sean.
Hey.
What's good?
Hey, Sean. Oh, I'm not even monitoring the chat. 1 second.
Sean, who I just
You had one
highlighted,
job.
is my dungeon master.
Yes.
We just finished our bi-weekly game.
For clarification, we mean Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's what we mean. He's not my dungeon daddy.
Yeah.
Nikki, why we can't see your face?
Because the long COVID has come for me and I'm struggling today. So you get my biggie shorty, my thickie shorty on screen as my avatar.
All right, we'll deal with that.
Phase, we were talking about the first time we watched it, like first impressions and also favorite characters.
Oh my God. So okay, first time I ever watched it, I heard a word you said, cringe. It kind of had that. It kind of had the same feeling like when I watched Half Baked, but in a different way.
That's another movie I didn't find very amusing the first time I watched it.
So by the time I saw it the second time, like when I watched it, well, not the second time, but like the second time I watched it just recently, that was like I was really going in and watching it. I was like, oh my God, how did they make this movie? Why did they make this movie?
How did it get funded?
How did it get funded? But there were parts, and there were certain parts in the movie, like the part where they're shooting at him, and you see him moving his body, like hitting with the hair and the buckle.
Yeah.
I felt that could have been like a very early way of how Chappelle sketches came out, because when you go back and watch a Chappelle show, you could see like the low budget that their sets were. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem that way when you're watching it on TV from week to week. But when I saw that, it felt like I was watching any other sketch, and I was just waiting for him to pop out and do something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all saw it similar, but I saw it that way.
Do you have any favorite character?
Never thought about it that way, but the narrator, JB Smooth's character,
Truckee.
Yeah, and Wanda Sykes' character, like those two for different reasons. Like JB Smooth was always funny to me, so I always pick him. But Wanda Sykes was like the foundation. She held him down. Like, you know what I mean? She held him down. And even though she was like really the dope one that he should have kind of like rocked with, his mind was so elsewhere. And she said, yo, this is gonna happen, and you're gonna come, and I'm gonna see you, and I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean?
On the corner.
All right, real quick, let me say hi to people. Hi, AK and Kojo and Sean and Isaac.
And Team Jollof Racing. I don't know who
Isaac.
you are. Oh, hi, Isaac. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. Oh, crap. You said something. Oh, so this made me think of something Steven had mentioned. The scene where that crazy, sexy woman follows him back home. And she's screaming and just going crazy, and he puts that saucer of milk out for her.
That is my favorite scene.
Hey, audience member E.
What I always remember about that lady.
Hi, Ayla.
Is her mouth was so big.
It was so wide.
She had the widest mouth I've ever seen in my life. When she was in when they were in the elevator, his whole shoulder was in her mouth. His entire shoulder. It was crazy to me.
That reminds me of the time that I met Shaq, and he was like taking a picture with me, and his entire hand was like from my neck down to the middle of my arm. It was wild.
Yeah. She reminded me of that actress Fairuza Balk. You know what I'm talking about? From the Craft, the really crazy one.
Yes. She does have a giant mouth.
Yeah, she reminded me of like a black version of her.
What?
And she's like,
I mean, her mouth was super wide. It's like when she was looking at milk, she could put the whole bowl in her mouth.
Tell me the truth. Have any of you drank a bowl of milk outside somebody's door? Be honest.
Yesterday.
I'm lactose intolerant. I can't handle it.
Yesterday, and they also put a little packet of Lactate out for me, so I didn't feel the adverse effects. You know what? That's love right there. You know.
Sloppy chop.
Listen.
Yes.
Is it true love if they didn't spend the night outside your door? I'm just saying.
Probably not.
You know.
I'm just saying.
Wow. I
want Face to freestyle about this topic right now.
If that was the role reverse, would you?
Listen, it's not about me. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and embarrass your boy, who I know isn't watching because he's out. But your boy spent the night outside my apartment in the hallway before.
Boy.
That was hilarious because before D&D existed, I used to just turn my ringer off. And I wasn't picking up, but he came over anyway, but I wasn't picking up. And so at like 6 a.m. the next day, I found him outside clutching his mixer in the hallway and asleep on the floor.
So he didn't even get a bowl of milk.
Mm-mm.
That's so
He did not get a bowl of milk.
I have a question.
Yes.
Dick Lecter. Okay.
You said Dick mad aggressive.
Listen, they did too.
He hit every letter in that.
They did too with the choice. Now,
Tanya, that comment is for you in the private chat.
Okay.
Dick Lecter, who are our modern day dicks? Dick Lecter, and who's our modern day dicks?
I mean, Lex Luthor comes to mind, and I don't know if he counts because he's a fictional character. But if you want to go there, do you like that rocket that I just flew up into space?
Yeah.
Oh my God, maybe I should get really meta with this and talk about being inside. Yeah, so I'm done.
I mean, I feel like you should continue. I'm just warming up. I just poured number 2, and I'm gonna slow down now.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what's fun? I was thinking of
the
dude that played I guess like the villain character in The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy. I feel he could be like a Dick Lecter.
Yeah. I definitely see that.
I was thinking like our former Vice President Dick Cheney.
Oof.
Strong Dick Lecter vibes.
For real. Absolutely.
He's still alive.
Unfortunately.
He is, right?
I know. I keep burning the candles, but
shout out to the chat. Yes,
hey,
he did.
Kinky Thought.
Heard that.
Yes, he did. While hunting because he can't see orange.
He shot his friend in the face, and his friend apologized for catching his bullets with his face.
That's some Dick Lecter shit.
That's some Dick Lecter shit.
That's it right there.
He's like, I am so sorry. My face got in the way of your bullet.
I got right in the way of your bullet.
I am so sorry.
Man.
I gotta watch my face. My bad.
So
I gotta say about this movie, well, my 2 favorite characters are Daddy Tang as a cornstalk. Because every time the camera pans up or tilts up to his face, I cannot stop laughing. Like, who drew the kernels on him? Like, spectacular makeup.
That's that low budget. That budget was super low on that movie, man.
Speaking of Daddy Tang, the warehouse accident he has where the gorilla comes and beats him up. I think the first time I saw that scene, I was screaming because I couldn't believe they just had a person in a gorilla suit just like mauling him, and the people in the background just continue working.
Nobody
because it was the third time it had happened.
they was used to it at that point. Nobody even turned around. And they said he was fatally attacked, right? But he was in the bed good. His face looked just fine. Like,
yeah,
he must have got him
all internal damage.
He was mauled like Robert Baratheon.
Yes.
Damn.
Got a lot of
under the blanket.
So how did y'all feel with the first time y'all saw the face-off scene? The scene where Dirty D and Pootie Tang face off at the farm.
I have notes about this. Oh, at the farm?
What did you think was going to happen? The closer that they got. Because that was exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
I wasn't expecting them to pass through each other until they got nose to nose. And then I was like, is he about to be on the other side? And then the next one, he's on the other side.
That's the type of camera magic
exactly
I'm all about.
That happen right there.
Yes,
that was exactly how I wanted that to go. That's why I love that movie.
I feel like everybody here has got some connections to music. I think one of my favorite scenes from there is when they're in the studio.
Oh my God!
Right? He's got his hands on the faders, and just like the way that he places his hands on the faders, and he just brings them down. Exactly, brings it down. And
I should do that.
Like, oh, you know, it's like he gets in the booth and he's like, "All right, I'm ready," and all he records is vibes.
Like, I love it.
I want to
no
hear
lyrics, no chord changes.
I
just vibes.
And he passed out. So I mean. Oh man. And the way that dude was dancing in the
diner,
stand, yeah, we were going all fast.
or when the kid doing his homework the dad came, he was like, "Turn that shit down."
I was reading something. Oh wait, so Louis C.K. is the one who produced and directed this movie, and we later found out that he likes to non-consentingly show his dick to people. So fuck that guy. Yeah. But he hates this movie.
Why?
Oh.
I mean, he wrote it. Like what?
Yeah, and now he like hates it, and I think that's hilarious because I fucking love it, and I love everything about it. I think it's so goofy and just like just such a funny movie, and he apparently hates it.
I wonder why. I
guess that makes me love it more.
I know, because fuck that guy.
Well, he did too. I forgot. I read I watch the credits of movies. I wait to the end because I feel like everybody who worked on something deserves to have their name seen. And yeah, I forgot what Chris Rock's involvement, but it was more in depth. But I was speaking of credits. I love a movie that does intro credits, and the fact that the entire intro to this movie was a music video while the credits were going on was amazing. Yes. I would like more of that going forward.
Yeah, that was.
But cool. That was the time. Like music videos were what people
looked at back in the era when people made songs specifically for movies.
Yeah. There was something I noticed my last watch. I was watching it yesterday, and a thing I noticed that I have never noticed the amount of times I've seen this is that Gwyneth Paltrow is in it in the cameo, and I never noticed it before until yesterday. And I was like, it's when they're talking about how he grew up and he knows all these famous people. Yeah. One of the clips is him next to Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's like signing something.
Didn't that look genuine? That looked real to me. I always thought that looked real.
And I was like, is she really with him? Is Gwyneth Paltrow like in this? I mean, obviously she had to have given them permission to use her image.
Right.
But I was like, did she like actually show up and film a scene with Pootie Tang? I don't know. But I thought it was hilarious. It's like the least likely person I would expect to see in Pootie Tang is Gwyneth Paltrow.
What were you gonna say, FaZe? I saw you like you double dutching.
No. I was just saying before when y'all was talking about the 90s videos and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, that's probably why that scene when you were talking about the track board and he was bringing it down, that's probably all from those times as well. Like, you know what I mean? That's all they had to base anything off of. So you're gonna spoof it. They're gonna do it just like these rappers would do it in studio, making it look like it's this fantastic thing. You know what I mean? So
I like that the studio execs and the record execs were like wearing old timey suits and bowler hats and smoking cigars.
Yeah. Isn't that 702 in the video, right?
Yes,
702.
702.
Yep.
Shout out to 702.
Yeah.
Yes, that was 702.
Got Stilo and Pootie Tang in.
Yes. Man, someone in that group died too. There's a lot of ghosts in this movie.
Yeah, one of them girls. I think the one that was in the middle.
The one who was a twin.
Oh, I didn't even know that one of them was a twin.
Yeah.
it was a twin, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gone. R.I.P.
R.I.P. I
think Pootie at the
what
farm.
What's up?
Go ahead.
What about the part with the woman who was throwing out all the 3-wheelers, all the mini furs?
Oh, Pootie, don't go.
So how did you feel about that phase? Because that's when you jumped in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying was cringe.
Yeah, that was a cringe part.
Oh, that's what. Listen, I was like, first when I'm seeing her throw out the furs and all that, I had totally forgot that it was this young Pootie, right?
Baby Pootie.
So then I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute. Is she doing all that for the young Pootie?
Right.
6-year-old Pootie? Listen, that's what I was like, yo, this scene would not work well today.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the whole movie wouldn't, man.
The teddy bears and 3-wheelers, or what do they call?
Yeah.
What do they call those? Big wheels,
big
wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I was saying was cringe. I was saying it was cringe because if you imagine it gender swapped, like it turns your stomach inside out.
Yeah, you see that face? That's exactly.
Yeah. Right?
Exactly.
It's like, oh, this isn't good.
Wouldn't work.
Bad. That's bad.
It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? In my notes, it says eyebrows, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the thin eyebrows of the of the late 90s, early 2000s. Wow.
I was so happy that at first I was too young to do my own eyebrows.
Oh, I did mine.
And
I
then
for sure.
And then like all the girls in my school had those eyebrows that look like commas. So it was like really thick right here. And then this thin line going, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it was just like,
I did them.
And I never did that. I have like a weird eye thing. I've actually never done my eyebrows. Like I thought about doing them on my wedding day because I was like, I'm gonna do something different. And then I was like, nope, don't touch my eyebrows. I have like a weird thing with my eyes. It freaks me out. But I'm just like now looking at the people I know whose eyebrows didn't grow back. I'm like, damn, I'm happy that I missed out on the comma eyebrows
right here. They didn't grow back properly.
Yeah, a lot of eyebrows didn't make it.
They lost it. They lost in the field.
Yeah, those eyebrows rest in peace.
Amen.
They became eyelashes.
I know. Now it's the crazy lashes.
Don't even get me started on the tarantula caterpillar eyes.
Oh my god, they freak me out. And I wear fake lashes. I do. But like some of these lashes are like
they like peacock feathers. They
your eyelid is gonna fill with air if the wind blows wrong.
It's too much.
Eyes just bubbled up.
And then I used to do photography.
Highlight Team Jolo.
Wow. And I don't think girls realize that y'all eyes cross. When you wear them thing.
Yeah. I don't. I don't.
Are you saying mine are crossed right now?
No,
people
don't realize. Think so, but they might
I don't have a trumpet, so I can't play it.
Me neither. Damn.
I was gonna say,
and those eyebrows are big too. I meant eyelashes. Whoops. Don't worry, I'll bring it back.
Super thick.
I was gonna say something, and now talking about eyebrows just made me forget.
Speaking of just like little subtle things that made me, because there's, when we talk about some of these other movies that we talk about like, how they keep gags going. And I think with Pootie, it's just like there's a lot of things with his body language that when I watch it make me laugh so hard. Like the whole scene, what's the farmer daughters, the sheriff's daughters, like Stacy, right? The scene where Stacy brings over the pie and he's like walking up to her like, yeah, that shit is all seductive, but the way that he sniffs the pie makes me laugh so hard every time. I don't know what about it is so funny to me, but it's just like, oh, you can't see me, but I'm doing the motion.
Can't see you.
I'm sorry, but I'm doing the motion.
Y'all ever ate pie off of somebody?
Not yet. The night's still young.
The night is still young.
What was the question you said, Steven?
What's that?
What was the question you said?
I said, have y'all ever eaten pie off of somebody? Like,
oh my God, that was on my notes.
That was on your notes?
Like,
it was?
Bruh, no, not because that scene was so crazy. Like, I have it in my notes. It just says cherry pie scene. That's it. You know what I mean?
Cherry pie.
That was crazy because I'm like, bro, I get it. Just put it like here. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, he was rubbing that shit all over.
He put it on his shirt.
The crazy thing is, like, I'm the type of person who would fall for that because I love pies.
Damn it.
That would be all about it.
I heard that.
I mean, I guess it would depend on the pie. Like, but the thing is, it's like you couldn't rub the pie all over yourself. You'd have to
Unless it was pumpkin.
You'd have to leave a trail of pies that I would follow.
I have a versus for you. I have a versus. The cherry pie scene in Pootie Tang versus the love scene in
American Pie.
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace.
Yeah. I choose the love scene and Don't Be a Menace, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The song.
Oh God.
Things Your Man Won't Do. That song takes it over. The song, and when he pours the hot sauce on her toes.
Hot sauce on the toes. Oh my God.
That takes it over the edge. That takes it to another level.
Like, why? Since we're doing pies in this movie.
Steven's gonna answer the question though.
Oh.
Have you eaten pie off of somebody?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, it's only 9:32. You still have time.
You still got time though.
Yeah.
I haven't either. I'm not
a big pie fan though.
No.
No.
I mostly like pies that I make.
Oh. What do you make? What's
I make pecan pie and sweet potato pie.
It was delicious. They were both delicious.
Ooh,
yeah,
I love it.
Those are my favorite pies. But I specifically like my own pecan pie. I hardly ever like anyone else's.
I've never made those. I'm more of a fruit pie person. Like I'd like to do apple and persimmon and like weird shit like that.
I have never made a pie in my life.
I wanted to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
It's very rewarding
for 2 reasons. 1, jerk turkey.
Amen.
And 2, pecan pie. And 3.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, that's what she said.
One more, and we got tic-tac-toe.
You're right.
Perverse.
I love many kinds of pies, Mojo.
But I was gonna say the reason I said American Pie was because I was like, oh, right, because Jennifer Coolidge is in this, and she was also in a sexual pie movie.
Yes,
correct. I was gonna bring up American Pie too. Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge is a treasure.
Yes, she is. I was just about to say she's so underrated.
Yes, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing.
I
love her on White Lotus. I love her on everything she's ever been in.
I need her and
Consistent. She's consistent to her character.
Yes. Yes.
I need her and Jackie Harry together, starring in something.
Oh man.
Where they're like opposing each other and have to, have to come together for a joint like adventure.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
need it to be Jennifer Coolidge and Jackie Harry are enemies, but something happens and they have to work together. And then I don't know what it is, but I need it to happen.
Okay.
You might have to write that.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
We're all here for that. Well, I'm glad we're in the writer's room right now. I'm adding it to my list of ideas.
Have y'all seen that movie, Best in Show, that Jennifer Coolidge was in?
Mm-mm.
Oh, she plays this. She plays a
Show.
lesbian dog breeder.
I was gonna say lesbian dog.
You gotta see that.
It's like they make
That's
those.
the show. Wait a second.
They make them.
Mine was. Tips only liked girls until she was he, and then maybe, but yeah, Tips loved the girl dogs. Hold on, I'm googling this movie because I want to see the movie poster for Best in Show because I feel like I saw this.
No, I don't know it. I just wrote it down.
Yeah,
so I remember to watch it.
It's different.
Yeah. Well, as someone who watches the Westminster Dog Show every other year, when I remember,
so random.
It's so fun.
And you should watch this movie.
So random.
You should see this. It's all about. It makes fun of that, dog breeders.
I forgot what one. Let me see. I'll tell you which dog won last year. It was a breed
you are
they
the
didn't
most
expect.
random person.
What?
But the big one opened the door, so
yeah,
there might be a cameo.
Well, I'm here for them.
Unless the little one fell asleep.
Oh my God! Here's a question for you guys.
Okay.
I have to read it how I wrote it. So I go, not to always bring slavery into the picture, but did the unleashing of the Pootie Tang belt that came from Daddy Tang have anything to do with overcoming the oppressor with the whips?
It might have had some subtleties in there, man. I mean, he was literally, he took Dick Lecter and whipped him. He put him over his like a child. So you might be on something there, Faye.
How funny were the Pootie fakes?
Oh my God, David Cross.
I never thought that somebody could get me to laugh at blackface.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it worked
Cross
today.
I was
so
howling. Funny. Oh my God.
It was funny. Yeah, I didn't even see it as blackface back then. I just thought it was funny that they had a fake Pootie. But
yeah.
Does the fact that Louis C.K. wrote that in there make it not funny?
I just try not to think about that part.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn, you just threw me a curveball. But I'll say Faze is like, you know what? I didn't think about slavery, but I did think about childhood.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
no.
Yeah.
Pick the switch. You know what I mean?
I've blocked all that out.
Yeah. Well, I've been on a deep. Tanya knows I've been in a deep dive of all the shit. All kinds of stuff surfacing.
Could Truckee get the Morgan Freeman Award for narrating?
I thought he did an excellent job. I love it when he narrated when he was about to get on the bus.
Yes,
he said everything he was about to say.
Yes.
I also love.
At least got nomination for us.
I also love how quickly he gave up the farm life.
No,
yeah, because that would be me.
But how's he swinging the shovel like?
What were they even farming? He planted exactly one corn stalk.
One corn stalk. One seed.
Go to bed.
He fixed up that old car.
That
was funny,
take
man.
Your brother and go to bed.
I feel like he has achievements. I'm not mad at that at all.
Although
I would, I like.
I planted a bean once, and it sprouted.
Did it grow?
No, I killed it by accident.
But
it did sprout.
Oh, you got somebody behind.
Yeah, it's the kids.
It's one of the goblins.
Everything I ever planted just died, man.
I killed a fucking cactus.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna.
Too, but it was
before I had kids, I was like, I'm gonna get a plant and show you how I can take care of a plant. And I got a cactus and I got a succulent, and I killed both of them.
You killed a succulent?
I had a succulent.
And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm having a baby anyway.
I got a succulent the day that DMX died. I got a succulent and I named it DMX, and it lived for a long time. And then it was in my window, and one night the temperature dropped down to 18 degrees, and my window's open because I live in an apartment that has forced heating. And don't put succulents, don't let them freeze because they don't come back from it when they thaw. That was a lesson learned. But otherwise, my plants are doing well.
Underwatered it. All I know is it started falling apart, and it just like pieces of it just kept falling off until there was just nothing left.
That's a sad death.
I know.
Poor succulent.
So I am not a gardener. That's not my strength. You know,
I'm happy to say
when the apocalypse comes, I can help take care of the children.
Yeah. Well, I'll grow stuff.
But I don't
I'm happy to say that I'm propagating all of my plants right now, and they're doing very well.
Congratulations.
I even made terrestriums out of terrariums out of the things that you get like the strawberries and the blueberries in, because I don't want to buy pots. They work. Pro tip.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do that stuff. I grew back some scallion ones and I celebrated.
You grew scallions?
Yeah, it's easy to grow back. Like if you just leave the little bulb at the bottom and just put it in water, it'll just grow back. And so I kept reusing the same scallion over and over. But then I had to go on a trip, and so I had to like throw it out.
Oh, so you do have green thumb for scallions.
Only for scallions.
For scallion.
That's it.
Yo, real quick, at the end of the movie, did you guys notice, like when I think it's at the end, when they're showing Pootie Tang and they're like showing that he's a hyphenate?
Did you see the last word?
Was it cobbler? Because
yes.
It was cobbler. And that's why I wrote down. I was like, did they just say all these things about like artist, actor, blah, 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 blah? Cobbler.
Cobbler.
I love that.
So Pootie was making his own shoes.
I love that.
I didn't know what that meant.
Because when people are multi hyphenates, I always love to throw in sushi chef. I don't know why, but that just cracks me up to think a person does all these things, but they're also a sushi chef.
Also a sushi chef.
Hold on a second. I got to go get more of my pork chunk cereal.
Oh, well, MSG.
I love MSG.
I can handle.
I add MSG to my food.
Really?
Yes, I buy.
Where do you buy that at? Is it sprinkled? Is it liquid? What is it?
It looks like salt.
Tanya calls it super salt.
It's
like
super salt.
like ramen packet?
No, a bigger bag. Think like a small bag of sugar.
Damn. How much?
But it's just super. It's cheap. It's just super salt. No, no,
like in a sauce,
in like soup or stews or things like that.
And is it enhanced flavor? Like what does it do?
It's like super salt.
That's exactly what it does. It's like a flavor enhancer.
Yeah, it's like salt, but like you use less of it and get more of like that salty, like umami, savory taste out of it.
With a side of headache. Yo, FaZe, I got a question.
Listen, that headache stuff is not real, okay? It's racism.
That just reminds me I want to order Chinese food. I do though. FaZe, I have a question for you actually. Because I love when people take notes and come on here. Because me and Tanya always attempt to take notes when we're watching something. And I'm just curious.
My notes is literally a list of my notes are literally a list of character names and nothing else. And it says, sign your pity on the running kind.
Sign it all day.
On my capital.
Because the whole movie is the clip, LOL.
Shout out to Bob Costa.
Yeah, what else is in your notes, FaZe?
Well, I have it in order. But I want to touch on something that the audience member just put there, where he said the movie was definitely ahead of its time. The fact that Pootie was looked up to by the whole Black community was crazy. He didn't seem to be any type of leader. He was a rapper singer. Now I had in my notes Pootie Tang's unapologetic respect for humanity.
Amen.
So when I saw him, the audience member say that, I was like, well, he wasn't a leader, but that sense that he had like this hood Dalai Lama, like hood, like you know what I mean? I'm for the people type vibe, that they looked at him like the mayor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that one guy is like my kids don't even look up to dad like that.
Yeah. Look at him the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he was there for the good stuff. He's like, don't do drugs, kids. Eat good food. Like the beginning where he's got them all eating like celery and carrots.
Yeah, carrots.
Well, would you say that because they said he was a rapper singer, but it didn't even seem like he was a rapper singer. It looked like the singing and all that was what happened because he was Pootie Tang. Like he was just Pootie Tang. Yeah,
he just did a whole bunch of stuff, but he was just Pootie Tang. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of singing though, what about that performance with him and Missy? That was amazing, folks. You ain't gonna never hear nothing like that ever again. Ever again.
Like, how did they get Missy to agree to that?
Right.
It's not like she needed the money. This is 2001.
The way when he started singing his solo and the way she looked at him like, you sing it. Like yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love you, Pootie Tang.
This fur's getting hot.
Oh man. You know what else I like in the very hold on a second. Let me mute myself. My thing is reminding me to do shit. What?
Oh, Alexa's talking. My fur is starting to get hot. While we're on a break, support your local library.
Amen. If you want audiobooks, if you want ebooks, if you want physical copies, go to your local library.
Or if you want to learn new skills, you can learn anything at your library. Support your local library. I'm a library kid through and through.
Amen.
Thicky Shorty has a radio voice. She should do
Thicky Shorty.
She does.
Products with that voice.
I was going to say I do work for the company that I work for, but we'll talk about that offline.
You do.
I do.
Most
I do.
Work for the company that we work
Yeah. You know what?
For radio,
I don't work for the company that I work for.
Thanks, Faze.
Most of them.
Thank you. I think one of the other first big laughs that I got in the very beginning, I mean, I guess we're going to talk about that scene. A different scene is when they're talking about going to Biggie Shorty's party, and Chris Rock is like, yeah, there's gonna be bitches, and then Pootie just like slaps him with the most effortless bitch slap of all time. It was like he didn't even think about it. Like he didn't even like turn his wrist to make it happen. Nope. Yo, that is so funny.
Yo, but
do you know that you know that Radar won't even say the word bitch anymore?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Why?
He's so respectful. He just like finds it disrespectful, so he won't say it.
What if he says it in like a in a non-negative female bashing way?
He just won't,
the word either.
Won't do it. Like he treats it like it's the N-word for white people.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and that's why I call him like every time. That's what I yell at the TV. So all of them.
That's what I say when something's juicy. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
Like I've slipped up and said that to my grandma.
Radar is very respectful.
My grandma's a special kind of woman, Faze. She's a special kind of woman.
I believe you, baby.
Yeah, Pootie has.
Go ahead, Faze. You're gonna say something.
Wait, I forgot what oh no, my bad. Hold up.
Notes.
Wait. Wait. Let me look. Let me see.
You covered all my notes already.
Okay, I'm gonna just bring up a random one. I had something to say based on what you said, but I forgot it. All right. So Pootie Tang in the beginning comes out of a vehicle that breaks through boxes and bags of trash, and then steps out of his vehicle and does Chris Brown moves before Chris Brown was Chris Brown to defeat his villain.
Why did they have him dance? Why did they have him get out of the car and dance?
Yo, that dance when he first gets out, that's my first note. My first note on my notebook is the dance. I rewound that like 5 times, and I just watched him do his little side shuffle when he got out.
Why did they have him dance before he knocked everybody out and dodged bullets?
It's not only that he dodged bullets. Was the Matrix out before that movie?
The Matrix came out in 99.
Yes.
And Pootie Tang, I think, came out in 01 or 2000.
Yeah. 01.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he did that Matrix dodge. And they knocked a couple women here.
First one. He might have been the first one to do it.
Right? To spoof it afterwards. Yeah, that ponytail was everything.
Nah, the ponytail ricocheting bullets was out of control.
But then to follow up that scene with Dirty D going through the car wash.
He drove him straight to the car wash.
He came out pristine. Or when what's his name? Froggy. When Froggy brings that little clump of dirt to jail and sneaks it in.
And the way he snuck it in.
Yeah.
That good dirt.
That good dirt.
I remembered. So the scene where Daddy Tang and his moms were in the afterlife talking to him, right? Like his moms was able to spaz back at the dad or at the husband in the afterlife,
yes,
but never when they were alive. He was always shutting her down. Oh, and I was like, what changed in the afterlife that she was able to just spaz back on him? Like it was just strange to me. Like, why you gotta be dead?
See, why was she a cow?
Here's the thing. Thank you, Steven. But here's the thing: is that she was able to spaz back at him, but it was as a heifer, which I kind of take issue with. If you have to read into it really deeply,
I think you should.
See,
yeah.
Why she had to be a cow?
Yeah.
Why she had to be
right at dawn.
We sure do. Tanya and I will be on giraffes, in case you didn't know.
I don't know why they chose that character. I didn't understand that part.
Yeah, she could have been a sunflower, but I feel like putting her in a heifer was intentional. But like I said, it was 2001. Things were different.
What did you say, Steve?
I mean, I'm saying the cow was intentional, but why? You know,
well, she said
she could be a heifer.
Yeah, a heifer. That's
a heifer. Take back heifer
as a scarecrow. Why him as a scarecrow?
Oh, he wasn't even scarecrow. He was corn.
He was corn. You didn't see that corn?
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
It was a bad costume. That's the problem. It was a bad costume.
You know,
like a scarecrow with his hand when he slapped.
Maybe they're like, you know what? We're not making fun of the Wiz.
They for sure made fun of the Wiz.
Oh my God, we should do the Wiz.
I've only seen it once.
Me too.
Okay, then we should do the Wiz.
I had to rewatch that.
What was I gonna say?
I love the Wiz.
Brain, think about stuff. I don't know. My only other note that we haven't talked about is the other thing that made me laugh when he's like, "You can't beat a hoe with a belt." They like that shit.
I think that's crazy that the hose was the only thing that was his only problem was hose. He could take
I love that
he had anything but the hose.
Yeah, and that's happening to like a Samson story, right?
I love that Irene's post Dick Lecter job was counseling teen hoes.
Yes.
Teen hoes.
Yes.
Counseling them.
Counseling teen hoes.
Oh man, that would be a fun spinoff.
Yeah.
It's like before it was at 16 and pregnant, except it's like counseling teen hoes.
Hey, 16 and pregnant is a wild ass show.
Too wild.
It's still on?
Too wild
I don't know.
For the time that it was on though.
That's
the thing. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, for the time, yeah, for sure.
Technology wasn't even at its fullest by the time 16 and the pregnant thing was out, man.
And you know what's funny? People were saying that. I know people's argument against it was that it would glorify pregnancy and like teenage girls would want to get pregnant. But like, no, if you ever watch that shit, like, no, they make it look horrible. I was like, taking extra birth control.
Yeah.
And none of their relationships ever worked out.
Nothing worked out. They're all broke. Their lives are miserable. They're always crying. And then there's a baby.
Always crying.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I think, or maybe I've seen like one episode. But I know there's several seasons. That's what I was gonna say. Phases like I remember it because of the comeback shows that they have. We're like, this is how she's doing now.
Mm-hmm. I think one of them went into porn.
Ooh,
before OnlyFans.
Yeah, before.
Good for her.
Yeah, I think she went into
Shout out to sex workers everywhere.
Shout out to the sex workers. We still have to do our International Whores Day stream.
Yeah, we do.
We haven't figured out what we're gonna do. That's a real thing. It's June. I want to say June 6th. Hold on, let me look that up while Faze asks this question.
Yeah.
The question I have is right. So big up to the sex workers who's doing their thing right out there in the world, like you said, Miss Sticky Shorty. But my question is, did they go into sex work because it was the quote unquote easiest thing to do because they couldn't go find a job, or they could make more money in less time? Like, what, just in your opinion, like, what do you think?
I didn't know that she was, I don't know who we're talking about. I didn't know that she went into porn. But I mean, You're comparing apples and oranges, maybe, but is that not why people go into stripping? Because it's fast money, really easy.
So, is it easy though?
Well, no, it's still work. You got upper body strength.
Work.
I think. I mean, porn,
sex
you also
work
have
in
to.
general, like it's work.
Yeah,
you know what
it
I
is
mean?
work.
And like, okay, International Horse Day is June 2nd, not 6th.
June 2nd.
June 2nd. So put that in your calendar.
Celebrate.
Do something. It's work. At the end of the day, it's a job. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I feel like
well, I'm laughing because like you guys know what I do for work, and it's really fun, but it is also still work, And Faze, you're a performer, like it's fun, but if you want to be good at what you do, it's still work.
Right. And sometimes you don't feel like performing, but you got to do that shit anyway because you got to rent to do. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's easy. I think people think it's easy, but I don't think it's easy at all. And, maybe one day we'll bring Cinnamon Love on and she can for International Horse Day and she can give us a whole rundown about sex work being work because she talks about it all the time. She's like, it's work. It's a job. Like, and people will be like I recently, somebody, this is like total digression, but somebody was saying something about why, if you don't love it, why are you doing it? And she was like, do you think the people who are cleaning the bathrooms in your building, your office building, love it? Like, no, you do what you do because it's your job and you just do it, you get paid and you go home and live your life.
Exactly.
Right.
It's work. It's a job.
Yeah. Work.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
why,
it may not be easy, like Tanya said.
Can you highlight Kojo's comment?
Yes, I was just about to. Hey, Kojo.
Go ahead, Steven. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I thought my first.
I'd like to take this moment to say that Kojo, you're very sexy.
Yeah, she's probably right. I don't know, but my first thought was it's just easy to give things away like that, but.
I'll say this.
Like you said,
I've read Cindy's emails, and that shit is not easy.
Not easy.
I can't even imagine because I've told you some of the stuff that I get on like the apps.
I mean, the stuff I get from just being a person on the internet, is wild. Like a person who barely posts pictures, especially like with like Twitter, and like a person who barely posts pictures, barely says anything, and the stuff I get is completely out of pocket. So I can't imagine having to deal with messages from as a sex worker. Like, and again, I have read Cindy's emails. There was a period where we were living together and like I would like go through them with her and I was just like, this is some wild ass shit. And I just want to say, men, y'all are weird.
Yeah. When we get after this, I'll tell you guys. Y'all a story.
Y'all are weird. All right. Anyway. I didn't even mean to highlight that, but hey.
I like a giggle.
Hey, Kojo.
Hold on real quick before I know it's like,
oh my god, it's 9:58.
It's 9:58. So before I ask for final thoughts, Faze, I know you like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all the stuff, right? Yeah. You should come stream with us for House of the Dragon when it comes back out. We know that there was a release date and it is in August. That's all we know so far, but it is in August.
It. We in the game.
Do you watch those? No, not into it.
It's okay. We love you anyway.
I'll forgive you.
I appreciate the love.
Yeah.
I'll forgive you.
I'll watch it if you want to talk about it.
Then you're going to watch it.
Let's do it then.
You have until August to watch all 6 seasons of Game of Thrones and 1 season of House of the Dragon.
All 4.5 seasons of Game of Thrones.
I was being generous.
I'm gonna pull it off. August, I'm gonna make the time.
Yes. Oh, yay. And if you want to talk about it any time in between, we are here for you.
I might have to because.
No, we gotta have you back, Steven. We gotta have you back.
Let's do it.
Our next book club for Wine on an Empty Stomach is next Sunday, June January.
Did you not know about our book club phase?
I did not know, but the name is everything. The name is
not June,
everything.
January. Wine on an empty stomach. January 21st at wait, we're doing 2 p.m. I thought it was 3 p.m.
I don't remember, but we can change it. What does the flyer say?
I don't know.
Hold on. What does the flyer say? What does the flyer say?
2 p.m. All right. June. Why do I keep saying June?
January. Like on Sunday, this one coming up.
Yeah, Sunday coming up, January 21st, 2 p.m. We're covering Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. It's a book from 1932 that I find hilarious and has great reread value. And the audiobook is actually really good too because the reader does like all the voices and stuff. So if you're around Sunday afternoon and you've read Brave New World, or if you just haven't read it and you're just like, hey, I want to hear you guys talk some more, well, then join us.
Yes. And I feel like it's scarily like today, which we will get into shortly.
Yeah.
But before we do that, are there any final thoughts on Pootie Tang?
Who are like I said about modern day Dick Lectors, who are modern day Pootie Tangs?
Modern day. Phase 1 is a modern day Pootie Tang.
Phase 1 is a modern day Pootie Tang.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know if there's any famous ones, man. I can't think anybody that's fighting a good fight right now.
Phase 1 is my favorite rapper who isn't Radar Ellis.
I'm so appreciative of that. Grateful.
Yeah, I feel like this is a great segue. Space, plug, what you got going on?
Yes, plug your shit. Let's go.
Oh God, a few things. Okay, I got two projects dropping soon. One with my man King Remington. He's a producer, all with him. And then I have another one with another producer, rapper named Minister Hyde, where he's producing all the joints and we're releasing that. So it's being like mastered now, mixed. So it's gonna come out this year. At least one of them is coming out this year.
Real quick, before you continue, can I just say that Phase 1 and A Teller's song Rhythm, which was released last year, was my favorite song to come out last year. And it was actually also my most played song on Spotify. Because that shit slaps.
We love you, Phase.
Check out the
records. Where can we find you so we can drop it in the chat? And
on everywhere Phase 1 music. You know what I mean? So Instagram,
Facebook, that in the chat, Nikki.
TikTok.
On it.
Thank you. Real quick, kinky thought. Yes, International Sex Workers. So there's a day called International Whores Day. That's what it's called. It's not the word that I chose. It's called International Whores Day. Why is this in German?
Weil ich hier bin. Deswegen.
Yeah.
Yeah, genau.
German.
Anyway,
that's the first time I've ever spoken German on a stream.
International Whores Day is June 2nd, and we've been talking about doing a stream about it for a while, but I really want to put something good together, and I have some ideas, but that I don't want to spill on the stream.
Not here.
But I've been working with Cinnamon Love, talking about it, what to do and everything. She'll definitely be a guest for that for sure. If you're not familiar with Cinnamon Love, she is a legendary X-rated actress, award-winning.
Yep. Shout out to the AVNs that just happened last weekend.
Yes, she's a multiple AVN winner, and this year made her 30th year in the industry. She celebrated an anniversary this year, and I think she's planning to do like a retrospective about her career and everything. So I'll definitely boost that, when it comes up. But she's dope.
Could be men and women on the thing, on whores, on the
it can.
Men are whores too.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like I'm just asking. I don't know.
No, everyone can get it here.
I mean, it's we're equal opportunity. Men are whores too. So International Whores Day. That's June 2nd. So I don't know for sure this June we'll have something ready, but we're definitely working on getting, because I don't want to say what my whole idea was, because I don't want somebody else to do it.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
But yes, I have something that but it requires research and like real work, not just like getting drunk and shooting the shit. So like I want to put the effort in. And
wait, what are you saying about everything else we've ever done?
I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
No offense, but
I could answer.
32sdays and exactly.
Wait, I want Faze's answer.
I could answer. Well, earlier tonight, Tanya was talking about how it's very difficult for her to get the notes. She got all the character names, but the in between meat for the sandwich, she's like, nah. But she's just saying now she has to do some work, some hard work to make something beautiful come out on your joint. But it's to show that you guys are effortless and y'all don't need to do notes on the regular, and y'all can just flow and make it happen anyway. That's saying that
freestyle like Faze.
Yes,
you buying that, Dickie?
I mean, 32sdays is definitely like a freestyle night. We put more care into like our other stuff. For sure.
We rely heavily on our guests.
Yeah, 32sday we take it easy. Here's a comment from Kinky Thought. For me, camming and PSO work. I don't know what PSO is. Please tell me what that is. For me, camming and PSO work was monumentally safer than driving Uber 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. in Atlanta. And it's easier in the sense that I don't have to leave the house to do it, but it's still work. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point, is that it's work.
It is work.
Yeah. It's not fucking vacation. It's work. Like any other job is work. You go and you do your job and you get paid and you go home and you order Uber Eats
or DoorDash.
And then you do it all again tomorrow.
DoorDash. Steven, you have anything to plug?
No.
We know you're a photographer and you're a dope photographer.
I'm not but that's not, I'm not plugging. I'm a regular dude.
He's a regular dude that takes dope photos. So do I.
I'm a regular dude. I don't have nothing to plug. I might though in August.
Okay.
My son's working on some stuff, so I might plug his stuff. So we see.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know what, Steven? Because you say you have nothing to plug, what's another movie, TV show, whatever you would like to do with us?
Somebody in the comments mentioned Deuce Bigelow.
Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. Maybe we should do that in June.
Right? That could be part of International Horse Day.
Let me add that exactly to the list. What he was. Yes.
All right.
That's
I've seen it before, but I barely remember it. Oh, PSO is phone sex operator.
Oh.
I will say Kinky Thought has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, I don't have
and I would absolutely give her money to say dirty things to me.
I want her to join the stream and prove it.
I just want her to join the stream.
Dickie got a phone.
Her.
Phone sex on the radio.
Please don't let me get fired.
Nah, nothing to plug here. I'm just happy to be here with y'all.
We are happy to have you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you, and we'd love to have you back again because this is always so much fun.
And if you are seriously going to watch all of Game of Thrones,
I swear to God,
like me. So here's the thing, Tanya. What season did we start podcasting in? Season 5, 6. Yeah, you give us a reason to do 1 through 5.
Okay.
Oh my God, we can do a whole season 1 through 5 with a newbie.
Yay!
I'll watch it.
Yay, Faze, you are obviously welcome to join us.
You're always
and I think we should bring Egmar too.
Oh, Egmar would be great for this because he watches House of the Dragon for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll do it.
Well. So I guess, Tanya already said we have book club, but we do also have 32sdays for February planned out. And it's going to be Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet because we love the movie and we love the soundtrack almost, maybe a little bit more.
I have it in my calendar for the wrong time, but
that
will be February 13th at 9 p.m.
Yes.
So, so going back.
Valentine's Day?
The day
before.
So first date coming up. Brave New World, January 21st, 2 p.m. Book club, Wine on an Empty Stomach. Even if you haven't read the book, join us anyway and just, come talk about it. Maybe it'll make you want to read it. We'll probably spoil it though. Just, February 13th, Romeo plus Juliet, Baz Luhrmann's version. That'll be February 13th at 9 p.m.
You got plenty of time to watch it. 3 times.
Plenty of time to watch it and come and talk about it and talk about love.
And murder and death.
And that's all we have on the calendar for now.
Yeah, for now. But we're coming, I mean, you know, we do stuff. You know what, Tanya, real quick, we missed our anniversary last year.
Yes, we missed our anniversary.
We missed our anniversary. It was 1 year of us doing 32 days. And even though we didn't know that we were going to do this every month, we managed to do 13 of them last year. So shout out to us.
Shout out to us. We had to push through some bullshit too.
Yes,
we definitely missed. I was mentioning earlier, Faze, that I missed the last 32's day because I got a concussion in the stupidest way possible.
Yeah, please tell that story.
So
raising children, the end.
Beat you? Your kids beat you?
Unconscious.
Radar finally had enough.
Redacted.
JK. No, my son was dressed business casual, the little one, the 2-year-old. Grimlock was dressed business casual, which is adorable, you know, seeing a little 2-year-old in slacks and a button down. And so I was admiring his outfit, and I have bad knees, and I was squatting down to be like eye level, and then I saw there was a chair by me, like a little toddler chair. And so I'm like,
wait, which she had fallen out of before.
Yes, I have fallen out of this chair before. That is important.
Oh, you didn't tell me this was a repeat.
I didn't tell you that part. I have fallen out of this chair before. And so since I was squatting and I saw the chair, I just kind of slid it right under my butt to kind of balance me. And it slid and I just fell backwards. But this time there was a table behind me, and my coffee table is like a big marble, like heavy, just thick table. And I went back into it, back of my head, smashed right into it. And yeah, I was concussed.
Yeah. And in denial. I had to yell at her a lot.
Yeah, I was texting Nikki, like, I think I have a concussion. She's like, why aren't you at the hospital? And I was like, I think I'm just going to sleep it off. And she was like, no, please go to the hospital.
Like, what are the symptoms?
People when they have a concussion? That probably.
So when I hit the most, well, actually you can. The doctor said you can sleep. The immediate thing that happened was that my vision blacked out. And then I saw stars, literal, just like blinking lights. And so that was my first sign, like, okay, that was definitely not a good fall. But later on that evening, I started having like kind of dizziness when I was sitting still. I was having dizziness. And then I just kind of started not being able to process what Brian was talking to me. And like I was like not being able to process it. Like I was having like brain fog basically. And that's when he was like, nah, you need to go to the ER. And but there's nothing they can really do for you. It's just I had to just get a CAT scan to make sure my head wasn't actually cracked. Yeah.
Concussions. Tylenol and sent you back home.
Yeah, they literally gave me Tylenol, and they were like, good luck. Follow up with your PCP. And I was like, word.
Don't sit in the chair no more.
Don't sit in a chair anymore now. I'll use the gray one instead of the red one now. I did get a good picture of him in his little business cash outfit, though.
He was so cute.
He was adorable.
How about dressing one of them as the 6-year-old Pootie Tang?
Oh, and
that's
fantastic idea.
Phenomenal.
Something.
Oh my God! Can you guys just be Pootie Tang, like the clan for Halloween?
Yes.
Can you make your husband wear a ponytail?
I don't know if I could convince him to do that.
If not, can Donut be Pootie Tang?
I might be able to convince Donut to be Pootie Tang.
The same color as Pootie Tang. He is the same complexion as Pootie Tang.
My cousin says that he's peanut butter colored, and she had him for Secret Santa this year, and gave him when he opened his Christmas present, it was 2 jars of peanut butter that were both already opened.
She gave him some used peanut butter.
She gave him used peanut butter. But then she was like, okay, that's not your real gift. And it was actually a projector, which is wonderful. I love having it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely He's called Peanut Butter now.
In
my cousin's group chat.
A diamond chest hair. Right here in the diamond.
I don't think I can convince him to wear an open silk shirt. I don't think I'm gonna be able to convince him of that.
We'll just draw chest hair on Donut then.
Yeah, I was gonna say Donut definitely. He'll wear anything.
You're gonna have to give him 2 Halloweens if you do that, though.
That's true. And lots of marshmallows.
Ooh, give me lots of marshmallows.
Word up.
All right, we're gonna end the stream. Any
don't
final
sign
thoughts
off
before we go? You guys don't sign off.
Yeah,
I'll end the stream. But do you guys have any last statements you want to make before I end the stream?
I love y'all. That's it.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I love y'all. I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm making the heart shape with my fingers.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for joining us,
friends. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, chat.
Some of you will see you Sunday. Bye.
Bye.